What is up, guys? It's the Digital Robin here. Today I'm bringing you guys a tips and tricks videos for Black Ops 3 and Call of Duty in general. So let's get right into this with tip number 1, and that is to try things. Now you're gonna say, oh, this is a basic tip. Why is he telling me this? Well, actually, I'm telling you this because I want you to try things. You know, you might be hesitant to, remove Ghost off your class and try Overclock, or you might be hesitant to take off Afterburner or Fast Hands or Blast Suppressor, but if you don't try, you're not going to know what's going to work for you. You have to try guns. I didn't think I was going to like the VMP when I first started using it, and I didn't think I was going to like the Razorback, but I actually really like both of them. And I like the Vesper, and I didn't think I was going to like the Vesper because it was so much like the Scorpion from Black Ops 2, which I did not like that weapon. I didn't think I was going to like the Kuda, and then I tried the Kuda, and I'm like, wow, this weapon's easy to use. Same thing with the ICR-1. So basically, you have to try the weapons out, and you have to try the perks, so you can figure out what works for you. So if you don't need Blast Suppressor, and you realize that when you're playing, you might decide to take another perk, like, what's one? Tactical Mask. There you go. So that you don't get, concussed and you don't get stunned and stuff. The second tip kind of goes with the first tip, and that is to take off your crutches. So if you think about what a crutch and what the meaning of the word is, it means something that you're like holding on to or that's helping you, and it's almost necessary. So an example of this in Call of Duty would of course be the perks that I run. If you look back in my best class setups video, I run Ghost, Fast Hands, Blast Suppressor, and Sixth Sense, and occasionally Flak Jacket on all of my classes. And those are going to be my crutches. As well as Grip, which I run on almost all my weapons, Extended Mags, again on almost everything, and Quick Draw. Now, if you remove these things and you play without them, this will basically allow you to get a better handle on different things. So if you try playing with the Vesper without Grip, not that I'd recommend that, but if you try playing with the Vesper without Grip, maybe your aim gets better because you learn how to control recoil better. Or if you try, taking off Blast Suppressor, then you learn how to play without Blast Suppressor. And then when you have Blast Suppressor back on, you're doing better. Or when you don't have Fast Hands on, let's say, you're playing without Fast Hands and you learn how to, aim faster or aim better. So now you know how to use Fast Hands with that, and it'll make you a better player. The next thing I want to talk about is not related to your KD, but actually related to your score per minute. So if you want to get a high score per minute, there's a few things that you can do. The first one is play the objective. I recommend this in almost all game types. However, in others it can be harder. So Uplink, for instance, or Capture the Flag are probably the hardest things to play the objective in because there's only one thing on the map that you need to get, and it's a very small point. Whereas with Domination, like I like to play, if I were to run into the back spawn, I can get on that flag and get 200 points a kill. So using that, my tip for Domination is when you get a few points off of the score streak, slide into the backyard, if we're on Nuketown of course, slide into the backyard and kill 2 people right off spawn, and then slide back out and you get 400 points. So that can put you almost up to, say, if you had 2 more kills before that, that can put you up to 600 points already. Or if you had 4 kills on the flag and then you slide out and you get another kill, and then you get the points for capping a flag, you have a Wraith. So these little tricks that you can do can slide in and out of flags, or if you're in hard point, sliding into the hard point, killing someone and sliding out of the hard point, and then sliding back in and killing another person and sliding back out. You can get points like that that will help you to increase your score per minute. The other one is to run. The other score per minute improver, is to use streaks that you like. Now, this also goes with saying use streaks that are obtainable. So if you're not going to be able to get a GI unit, don't put a GI unit on it. It's not going to be useful to you. But if you're more of like a UAV care package counter UAV person, you can run those three together and you'll get tons of points from the UAV and the counter UAV, and then you get whatever's in the care package. Me, I can probably get to a Talon or a Cerberus if I want to with a good gameplay. So I'll run a UAV so that I get the extra points in the UAV, and then I'll run a Talon and a Cerberus, or I'll run one of them and then run a Wraith or Raps or something like that, and I'll get those, once or twice a game. So you have to think about it as what are obtainable score streaks that I can use. Now this one also goes a little bit without saying, but play somewhat passive. So if you don't have a run and gun weapon, like let's say you're using the Gorgon or the Shiva or even the Dingo. Like the Dingo's got a fast fire rate, but you're not going to be snap aiming with it, and it takes 4 shots to kill, so you're not going to be running and gunning with it. You want to play passive. You want to overlook the B flag and domination. You want to look into the hard point in hard point. You want to play defensively in uplink and CTF, because those are going to be long range encounters that SMG players are not going to be able to get you at, and that assault rifle players that are using close range assault rifles won't be able to get you at either. You want to play at a passive state so that you're not running into people. Like if you try and 2-shot someone with a Shiva when they're right in front of you, hip firing because you're not going to be able to aim down sights fast enough to hit them, it's not going to happen unless your aim is insane. If they have a Vesper and you have a Shiva, you're not going to kill them because the Vesper is going to destroy you in 3 seconds. In order to get these higher kills, you want to play passively and worry more about not dying than getting lots of kills. So you want to sit back. So let's say, I go back to Nuketown Domination. If you want to get a high kill game with the Shiva, you're going to want to go between the bus and the B flag and probably back up to the window and in the garage a little bit. Like if you go back and watch my last video, I was playing with the Locust, which being a bolt action sniper is very hard to play with. And I went between the garage, the top window, and I basically messed around in the back of the spawn. With only one time running in front of the house, I got 1 kill and I almost died. So you have to play passively if you have a weapon that's not a high fire rate or a high damage weapon. Even the snipers, it's hard to aim in fast enough so that you can get a kill with them in close range. Whereas I would completely recommend, if you have the Vesper or the VMP or fast firing assault rifle like that, or fast firing SMG or assault rifle, you run and gun with it. If I have the VMP, I'm going to be running all over the map with Ghost on so that I can just shred the people. But if I have the Shiva, I probably am not running and gunning. So you have to play with a little bit of intelligence about how passive you need to be. That's it for the video today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe and go follow me on Instagram. Thank you guys for watching. This is the Digital Robin signing off.
I'll get the glory, we'll win the fight. They'll tell the story of how we took tonight.